Oh no!
What?
I'm toast. Welcome to this episode of Art of the Roll. Wait, I don't have my soundboard up. Oh man, I should have gotten all this ready. What's wrong with me?
I
There we
don't
go.
even have my scarf on. I don't know.
Dang.
Oh well. So,
There we are.
some quick announcements. Tabletop RPG music on Patreon. We always get our music from them. I should really put a caption so I can bring it up on the screen. He just released a new sci-fi / dungeon-y one. Not really our thing, but pretty cool. As always, check out our Discord and all our other links on the link tree right there. I'm pointing, but Toast can't point. As a special celebration today, we actually hit 201 followers.
Damn, I need all the freaking chips, Kip.
Oh, god damn it.
Warren, don't be.
I hit the wrong one. Where is it? There it is. This is good. This is going well. So thank you everybody who followed. I'm sure people are gonna be rolling in here, and they can hear our celebration of them on YouTube later. But appreciate everybody who followed and got us over 200. So that is amazing.
We appreciate you.
We so appreciate you. If you'd like to do more for this stream, and you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Twitch account to your Amazon Prime account, and you get a free subscription to any channel you want. If you don't use it on us, use it on somebody, because otherwise Amazon keeps that money. We appreciate if you do it on us, though. That would be amazing. Or you could just sub.
It's obviously a better idea, obviously.
Also, I've been feeling a little burnt out, and recently my time's just been toast. So I need something to energize me, give me that energy over the long haul, not just give me a bunch and then make me crash and become burnt out again. So really, when it comes down to it, what I need is some Emmy ramen, right? Am I right? Right?
Yeah, it's real energy. That's not just the burst you get from like carb loaded,
That's
heavy
right.
carb loaded ramen. It lasts the entire day.
That's
No
right.
bloating,
Big in protein.
full of protein, vegetable based, so it's probably got vitamins and things like that. That's what vegetables have.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to know I did the toast thing purely just to say the burnt out joke. I'm so bad. Like, I was literally waiting for that.
Oh, I just got that. I
appreciate
that
it.
now.
Yeah.
Well,
But you can have some meat with your ramen. Yeah?
Mhm.
Some turkey?
I
You're
don't
a
think I can
chicken,
ever have turkey
But you
again.
also.
Oh, it is a chicken.
This is very strange.
Is
What?
anyone else lightly aroused, or is that just me?
No.
O-face. You want to see my
nobody is.
chicken
Just
O-face? No?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, it goes like this.
Wow.
Yeah, right? Oh,
Yeah, that's
Emmy
pretty good
ramen's still up there.
O-face.
Thank
Are
you.
we live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, no, we're not
We're
live.
live.
Do what just say whatever you
No,
want. No, don't.
Greg just does the announcements for shits. It's not
Yeah.
actually.
So that was the
watching.
test run. Is everybody good with that?
Yeah,
I-
we're good.
Hey, Cleege, thank you for subscribing again.
Aw.
Yeah. Thanks, Cleese.
Yeah. Thank you, Cleege. Also, hello, Father. How you doing? Oh.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's see. Last time on Art of the Roll, let's put it on this. The party started out with having Dasher Snoobeetle found and caught at the Innshift Tavern. During this time, Fitz also noticed, by the way, that he was no longer sick. He had been sick for a few days, and he was no longer sick.
I felt great.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Ingvar and Enigma, who was, well, I don't want to complicate it. Ingvar and Enigma headed to the barracks and to take care of that loose end, that body that was found outside Troll Skull that could implicate someone if they were to cast Speak to the Dead, which they said they would. but I think you're on mute, Amalia. No. Nope. Oh,
Yes,
I don't
yes.
know.
Or she just
Still can't hear you.
muttering under her breath.
Wait.
No.
Sorry, you're muted in Restream. Go now. It's too late now, isn't it?
Never mind. Please
That was worth waiting for.
keep going.
It was a real zinger at the time, I'm sure.
It was
Hey.
great.
Was it the word allegedly?
I had a whole like toast song, but
Oh.
don't worry about it. Okay,
Wow.
please keep going.
Oh, that's too bad. Yeah. So, anyways, you did eventually discard of the head of the body, and Ingvar ignited it in a bonfire. So that went well. Oh, thank you, Brahm. Who's that? Anyways,
Oh, thank you. I got a tier 1 sub.
yeah, someone
What's up,
named
Hoity?
Jess Eat Cack Inking gave it to you.
That's not how you say it.
Oh.
That's
But thank you.
it's intense.
Yeah.
Oh, Miniac, no, she's not. No, of course not. We just
Aw,
didn't know she was muted.
we have a lurker one. Oh, thank you,
Wait.
T-Pair91 for following.
That's hilarious.
What's up? Cheap
But,
pair.
I will say, of that whole escapade that happened at the barracks, both Enigma and Ingvar were both seen by the guards in the area. Don't know if that'll turn into anything. Do you know who that is?
I believe I
No?
do. And I hope it's who I think it is. Otherwise, well, you still get the kiss, but no take backsies. But yeah.
Yeah, it's canon now.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm warm, guys. Please.
I mean, it could be another Red Baron. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Ingvar did dispose of the head in a bonfire. Meanwhile, Fitz and Greyhide were able to subdue Dasher with Fitz, Greyhide, and
Figma.
Figma was able to subdue Dasher via an arrow up the butt to knock him out. That's, as you do. And take him down to the South Ward to deliver him to his parents. You told the parents about the affliction and suggest he might tie him up a bit. But otherwise, delivered him safe and sound, and you found out that they paid already the Zentarum to find him. So,
Out of
you have to
context,
speak
by
to
the way,
Zentarum.
this sounds like the weirdest, recapturing of someone.
Yes, it
Yeah.
really was.
Yeah.
It was, and he was very ungrateful. I don't know if it was just the arrow that was 6 inches into him, but man, he was very ungrateful.
Well, when you asked him to go with you, he kind of just slapped you, and you said,
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
so yeah, you kind of had to put an arrow up his butt. That's how it goes.
That's right. Well, was it didn't Greyhide shove him out of the door and say just go, and then I had to Hagas blast him back, and then Amalia to shoot him.
There was
Something like that.
a bit of stuff going
Yeah.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah. I take some
Yeah.
of the responsibility.
No, he was planning to leave anyways. But he didn't. So, anyways, back at Troll Skull, everybody started to go to sleep. Felric came and met Fitz and told him, by the way, I kind of told my boss Jarlaxle that you guys have the Stone of Golorr. And Fitz was like, well, that's bad. I'm kind of annoyed at you. And then he said, also, he has the Stone of Golorr now. And Fitz said, yeah. And then he left. Something like that. And you decide to
Broke
follow
my
him.
heart.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ingvar decided to follow you. Enigma and Greyhide decided to follow Ingvar. And you all ended up at the carnival ships that they have. And they wouldn't let you pass. And so you said, well, fuck it. We're spent. We have nothing. So you went back to Troll Skull and had a long rest.
Yes, finally a long rest. And I woke up a new man the next day. Greyhide
a new
woke up a new
fur man.
Kind of man.
Yeah, Greyhide awoke to having some uncomfortable, matted, sweaty fur from a weird dream he was having. Emphasis on fur. Because he was bit by the wererats.
So, was Greyhide? Greyhide would probably have been sleeping in his own quarters this evening, right? Or I'm not sure. I think he slept in his own quarters.
We didn't specify, so I'd let you do it however you want to do it.
Where would he have?
Or you could roll for it.
I think I'm going to roll for it because I didn't give it any thought. So let's roll for it.
Even, you're in your own. Odd, you're in Enigmas.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, you can see me roll now.
Oh.
Even, I was on my own.
Okay, there you go.
You're correct. That is one of the worst ways to wake up. Covered in hair.
Yes, sweaty matty hair. Yeah, so you're in your own room.
So I could
You
have,
wake
like,
up.
because apparently I woke up and then went somewhere. I went on a journey, you know, and I probably came back into my own room. So I think nobody knows.
It could be.
Regardless, that's where I woke up. I woke up furry, and nobody knows about it. So I'm looking at my. I was like, what the hell? So what the first thing I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna calm down, not panic. Okay.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Go away. I'll think about it. Calm down, Greyhide. Calm down. And then I'm gonna look at my hands again. Is anything happening to them? Am I less furry?
You're actively thinking, go away, go away.
Yes.
Yeah. You eventually see your fur recede into your skin, and it kind of becomes your normal. You actually grow a bit, and you seem to be back to normal.
Interesting. Okay, well, I'm sure, positive, based on everything I know about this sort of phenomenon, that this is a one-time occurrence and it will never happen again. And we are out of the woods, and I will proceed as thus. Definitely, and I'm going to look around. Is there any evidence? Is there any, like, fleas or that I notice off the, just regular, maybe I'll do a regular perception check if I see fleas.
This would be more investigation. This would be more investigation, trying to see if you see anything that would tell you that, yeah, you left during the night.
I have a +0 on investigation.
Please.
Go for it.
I rolled a
Let's
14.
see, 14. That's not bad. You look around, and you don't see anything. It may have
No
just been a
rat
dream.
Turds under the bed, tiny little turd pellets nowhere.
No, you don't see any turd pellets. From what you can tell, you never left your bed. So you may have dreamed something about the running.
I see. Well, there's no need to ever bring this up to anyone. I am an honest paladin and not a liar or a deceptive paladin, but
Yeah.
as far as I'm concerned, nothing happened here. Just like the murder that occurred when we destroyed the head never happened. It
That's right.
literally is erased from canon forever.
Exactly.
If someone saw you, yeah.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, if someone saw you sleeping in your bed, they would have seen your hands go.
And they would have thought it was adorable, and it was.
Right.
It will never happen again. So I'm sure I've got a big appetite. I'm just gonna head down for breakfast and order steak and eggs from Angelo.
Sounds like a plan.
Thank you, mini egg.
Okay, you want the steak and eggs? You want the eggs?
Wow, another
I want
gift
them
of
a little
sub.
easy
Thank
if
you.
I can. And can I get the
Chris,
steak
take one.
medium with definitely pink in the middle though?
Whoa,
Very
whoa.
Okay.
Oh, wait, Crits and
Whoa.
Giggles
Whoa.
just gave 5 gifted subs. Wow.
Thank
Whoa.
you. Wow, thank you so much.
Father, you shouldn't have. Thank you, Father.
Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. What's wrong with you?
Wow.
No,
What's wrong
you
with
should have. I take that back. I take that back. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I'm just very generous.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. That must be because he recently
Wow.
got promoted.
Did he?
But
Oh, congrats!
yeah, so congrats to him for being promoted.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Father. You are now in charge of the clothing warehouse that our family owns.
Papa Chris.
He now owns
Oh.
it. It was a hostile takeover since you told him you didn't want to.
Oh wow. I mean, it's true. I don't. My life plan is elsewhere now. I don't. We love you too. We love you too, Chris. We love all you guys.
Wow, he must be drinking or something.
Everything I do is hostile. Probably accurate. Yes, that sounds about right based on my childhood. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Someone should gift Enigma
Wow,
a
that's
drink.
awesome. Thank you.
Also, wanted to point out, Minnie gave us a gifted sub too, so thank you for that as well.
I think it got buried somewhere.
No, I was there. Thank
To
you,
your
Minnie.
promotion, Daddy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There we go. Well, that was distracting. How dare you, crits? Everybody else. What is everybody else doing? As you
I'm nomming on steak.
Oh, that's right. You went down to eat breakfast. So.
Oh.
So
What did Fitz want to do? You said you wanted to do something before others get up. Oh, look at
So-
that! Minnie cheered. Thank you.
Thank you, Minnie. So Fitz wakes up, and he's just in a terrible place, and he's upset and he's angry, and I pull out my little flask and I start the morning with a couple of stiff drinks. This idea come to me. This terrible plan. So I take out all of my stationery and I begin writing letters, and I'm writing frantically, and I'm blasting through piece of parchment after piece of parchment, and they're all fairly similar. And I write about 5 letters, and I address them, and I seal them with my little Fitzpatrick ring of my Fitzpatrick family crest, and I seal them all, and then I put them into a little bag, and then I tie up the bag, and then I write a little note, and I put the note on the bag, and then I hide that bag in my bag. And by this point, I'm about 6 drinks in, and I'm sort of shaking. I'm very frenetic, and then I go downstairs.
What do you mean 6 drinks in? Alcohol. Okay. Roll a con save.
Very good. Is that the one on the side or the top? Side. Got it. Come on. There we go.
By the way, Mark, I think it's not using your microphone.
No, it's not.
No. It's using your whatever, something else. I don't know.
Okay, we've got
Let me look into it.
17 on my con.
Okie
Cleves,
dokie.
that's basically exactly right. 17. Am I staggering?
No, you're a little tipsy now. Not enough to get too many minuses or anything, but it's
Is
definitely
that better?
affecting you. Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yes.
Yeah, I was using the wrong input. That's
There we go.
crazy. All right.
Cray. But yeah, you do all that. Did you want to tell me in private who you wrote the letters to or something, or do you want to say it here?
It'll come out. Should I say it now? Or it'll be revealed. Everything will be revealed.
That's fine.
All in due time. But I don't tell the other members.
If for some reason I need to know earlier, I'll just ask, or you can private chat me or anything like that. But otherwise, we can just wait till you want to reveal it.
Excellent. And then I stumble down the stairs, and I get into the kitchen, and I say, Angelo, do you have anything stiff to put in a coffee? Like something like a whiskey or something. I'm feeling a little flustered. Coffee with something in it. I'll take red wine, if that's what we have. I'll take Shiraz. I'll take a nice Shiraz. What do we got? Just make me something stiff. Good morning, Greyhide.
Fitz's cheerleader's back.
Uh-oh.
Cleaved with the shot.
Oh, really? Oh, how come the...
I don't know. Yeah,
Just
I didn't
like your father.
The thing didn't pop up. And there's Crits also made Enigma take a shot. And...
Cheers.
Oh, we're going to have to keep on top of that because I don't have it going.
Yeah, the notifications aren't popping up. Oops.
Oh, no.
We might have to take a break here in a
it.
second to make so I can get that working again, but that's weird.
It's definitely a lot easier when we get the notification.
It's
Archangel, what's up?
So I go behind the bar, and before Angelo can say anything, I grab one of his bottles, and I just...
Okay.
Thank you. Coffee? Oh, hello, Arkin.
All right. So you take more drinks, you get a coffee. Do one more con save just for me, and then go ahead and what is everybody else doing? Does
So-
Fig do anything special?
Well, I'm still in the room. I haven't left the room with my father since
Oh no, you're right.
I came out of the carriage. So I have no idea about anything. And I'm just there.
You wake up in your room, and your father is already awake. You went to he fell asleep while you were talking about Angelo for an hour, and and he's sitting against the wall, Indian style. And when he sees you, he seems just to be looking off, 100-foot stare, 1,000-foot stare. But he notices you wake up. How are you this morning?
A little tired, but more importantly, how are you?
I don't know how to feel. I haven't been me in such a long time. And my clearest memories are from a decade ago. But
Yeah.
my memories are of your mother and what happened to her.
What do you remember from a decade ago?
It is as I told you. Some melting or something. I think I was the contingency for that red bastard. And he turned me into a raven. That's the last thing I remember. It happened very soon after I noticed your mother was melting.
Do you remember being taken?
Oh, that I do remember. He walked right into our house, uninvited. It was really quite simple now that I remember it. He raised his hand, said a few words, and we hit the ground, unable to move. We eventually fell asleep, probably some other spell, and next thing we know, we're caged like animals out in the forest. I'm guessing you know.
Why didn't you take me at the time?
I don't really know, though you were not around, and it might be as simple as that. I remember there was a time when he found out that we had a child. He seemed excited. It was accidentally slipped after days of torture. This was years. No, probably just months into enslavement, but I
not your
remember he
fault.
was very excited.
Do you think there's a chance Mom's still alive?
I'm going to go look for her. I remember where we were captured. And if you say the Red Wizard is here, he's probably abandoned that place. He tends to ignore anything that's no longer useful to him, like your mother.
Then I want to help you find her.
But
you need to be strong first. You're not strong yet.
I will leave after a couple of days. I won't leave immediately. But I do have to do this.
But I'll come with you. We can't be separated again.
You can come with me, but it could be a waste of time, since I will just be searching. But you should discuss it with your companions.
I'm sure they'll come. They have, they're quirky, but they're sometimes useful and trustworthy. I've come to grow a little fond of them, I guess.
Why was that so painful to say?
Because after your mom left, I was on my own for a long time, and it's really hard to trust. To admit that you trust.
Yes, well. Out in the forest you have family, but in the city I suppose you have to depend on friends. Well, talk to your companions and see what they say, but regardless, in a couple of days, I will be heading out to the forest.
I'm gonna give you something. He won't be able to find you. And I take the amulet off around my neck, and I put it around my father's neck.
He, the Red Wizard.
He'll probably still be looking for you. Because he might still be looking for me.
Remind me, did you tell him that the spell he put on you?
We didn't get there.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely looking. He'll be looking for me, and I don't want him to find you. So keep this, and he won't be able to find you.
Fig, I don't know what to say. But
Just
we will
don't
try
leave.
to get the.
Just don't leave without saying anything, because I really want to go.
I will not, and we will do our best to get the family together. Back together.
Okay.
Also, I'd like to say Noel Cash is following us,
Oh,
and Fig's father really appreciates that.
you know him.
So does Fitz. Thank you.
I suppose I'll leave Patty with you, but I should go check on the others, I guess. I've been here for quite some time.
Your bear is very nice, and thank you.
I like him.
You be careful too,
All right, so
and
I
you'll
head
have
down.
to tell me how you got this bear at some point.
It's a story for sure. But you're welcome to come down when you feel ready.
I will. That young chef of yours makes a good meal.
Not
Not sure about a partner.
Chef. Oh well. He's very sweet. I would maybe just give him a chance, and his soup was pretty good, right?
It was top rate. Better than anything your mother made. Don't tell her that.
I would never. Yeah, he's really one of a kind, you know?
Yes.
Anyways,
you should go.
Well, yeah, I'll well, I'll introduce you more formally. I head downstairs.
Alrighty. It was an unbearable story no one wants to bear. You should have said bear.
Yeah.
Jeez. Missed opportunity.
Ugh, lame.
Right. So you head down and you see down in the main room is everybody is sipping it. Did someone say a fart joke? Because Enigma is cracking up.
I know. Or poop.
A
It's just
soup,
something
actually. A
common.
soup joke.
A soup joke?
A
Wait,
soup
where's the
joke.
soup joke? Oh.
Well, his soup is pretty good. You should give him a chance. What are we saying by soup? What kind of soup is this? Is this which soup? Okay.
I don't think it sounded sexual at all. You people are all
Yeah, I
degenerate.
don't know. Like,
When he said the soup is good, I understood it to be soup because he's a chef and he makes good soup.
I think you're fishing, and not in a soup. Just
not me.
Angry
It's-
Knucklehead, thanks for
No, it's-
following.
I'm not the.
angry knucklehead. Thanks.
offended. My soup is not pretty good. My soup is excellent.
Angelo.
Hello. You like my soup?
Oh God.
Oh, I love your soup.
onto my soup.
I know.
Roasted
That's why they're legends.
Beautiful.
Well, now that that's settled, let's move on.
Yeah.
So
Soup
at this
means
point,
soup again.
I'm pacing. Hello, Dubs. Hello, Uncle.
Hey, Dubs,
I'm pacing back and forth in our tavern, just like
Oh, look at that.
sort of shaking and pacing, waiting for everybody to come down.
Yeah. At this point, pretty much everybody's down unless Enigma wanted to do anything specific.
No,
Nope.
I'm good.
So everybody's down in the lobby, in the tavern area.
All right. So, fact: Jarlaxle has a Stone of Golorr.
Excuse
Did you know
me?
that? Oh, yes. Sorry, Alpha. Yes. So, while you were out, we found out Felric betrayed me, and Jarlaxle has the Stone of Golorr. So,
Okay,
which means your
I
point...
opened my backpack to check.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
You open
please,
your
by all means.
backpack. You untie the tie you had on your backpack.
My double knotted tie.
Mm-hmm. And you go down and you feel the stone.
Fitz, I open the bag.
It wasn't in the bag. It seemed to have come out of its bag, and you just see the stone in your backpack. It's greenish hue with the weird eye markings.
Who's around? Just us?
And
We're all
Angelo.
here, huh? Angelo, yes, of course.
Guys, we have it here.
Are you sure that's the stone?
I go to
Somebody...
pick it up.
Anyone in the South Florida area, check out Christy McLaughlin. She's running for candidacy here.
Oh.
The grand old party, I'm assuming.
Celebrity in our chat.
Hashtag vote Christy.
She's a personal friend of
Knocked
us
me
too.
off my seat.
Oh, wonderful.
Alpha, as you pick it up, I say, Alpha, are you... Is it talking to you? Is it saying anything?
Nope.
Okay, let me
Are you
touch
gonna
it.
try to speak to it?
I'm just holding it.
Okay.
I don't know. Is it talking to me? So I go, hello?
Nothing.
Can I touch it? The stone and I have a very close relationship. You know, we talk about all sorts of things. Not you guys, of course, but do you mind if I just poke it just quickly?
You get weird though when you touch this thing.
Well, okay, but let's find out if it's the thing that makes me weird or not, because if it's not, we have a bigger problem called not having it.
Give it to him.
All right. You take the stone.
And I say in my head, "Hey, you there? Been a while? Eh?
Nothing.
Aboleth? Stone? It's not
No
the
response.
stone. It's not. It's not talking. It's not. Hello, can I ask you a question? No, nothing. Nothing's happening. This is not the Stone of Golorr, which means that Jarlaxle not only stole the stone from us, he also made a fake rock and put it in the bag, which means he knew what it looked like, which is extremely, intense. I guess he already knew.
It
what
wasn't a
looked like.
protective bag though before. This one was just
Um,
lying around in my backpack.
You take a look at your backpack. In the meantime,
Yeah. I'm gonna go through
Liv.
to see if I can find anything.
Liv comes out around the house and comes through the front door, weirdly enough, instead of through the wall, and goes up to Greyhide, and just looks at you and puts a potion of healing in front of you and leaves.
Yes. Good. I'm going to take the potion of healing and put it in my inventory.
Alrighty. I thought you were gonna say, and drink it.
No, I just had
Lift has
I had a long
lot
rest
of
and I
things.
feel fantastic.
Yeah, you look through your backpack. You don't have to roll for it. It's pretty easy to find. You see a little, on the side of your backpack, a little slit. Looks like someone
Me?
cut into your backpack. No.
Oh, okay.
My
Fig.
backpack.
Uh-oh.
I show everybody the slit.
Well, see, there you are. He came in, probably disguised as something, and cut open your bag, and there's stone.
Could have
Which
been,
means that
yeah.
a very
Could have been Felric, who you trust so much.
well. I don't trust Felric anymore. Well, I mean,
Yeah, that
does
guy
it matter?
always
Does it matter if
struck
it was
me.
Felric? The point is that they have the rock.
He always struck me as a bit of a rat, and I despise rats. There is nothing more abhorrent and disgusting to me than a rat.
In a tight pinch, though, they're kind of an okay source of protein.
Oh yes,
That's
I
great.
personally would never
All right.
eat a rat. That would be cannibalism. I mean, that would be disgusting because I don't find their meat to be savory.
Yes, I don't think I'd ever eat a rat. I would just kill it on sight and throw it back in the sewer when it came from. But anyway, we're getting a little distracted here, aren't we?
There's no need to kill it, right? I mean, and definitely not cook it. I know Angelo would never cook a rat or even kill a rat. I just find them unsavory.
And also a mood
Angelo,
swing.
you wouldn't cook a rat, would you? Angelo?
Guys, what's all this rat talk we're talking about? Enough with the rats. This is
Honestly, I've
hilarious.
never liked rats. I love every animal except rats. I hate rats.
I fully agree. I
They're
find
so
them revolting.
Stupid. By the way, Greyhide, why weren't you in bed last night?
I don't know. I guess I got really exhausted and I just passed out in my own room. I'm sorry. I just wasn't myself. I mean, I was definitely myself. Right? It's not like I transformed into something because that's totally not something that I would do. But I just was, it was a long day.
One more
Does
mood swing.
anyone smell cheese? I hate the smell of stinky cheese.
Big Frank the
Cheese.
Tank. Thank you for following.
Thank you for cheese. I love cheese. If anyone has any cheese here, I could totally go for some. I could totally go for some cheese right now. Angelo, could
Smells
you?
like that, like moldy, like blue cheese.
Oh, you
I'll
know,
eat any kind of
Ingvar and
cheese.
I had the cheese. Angelo had that really nice cheese last night, and I think we ate it. We ate it all last night. Is that why you're feeling weird, Greyhide? Because you had too much cheese. We did have a lot of cheese.
Also, one more
We
mood
did
swing.
Eat quite a bit of cheese last night, and I'm starting to regret it. I think maybe I had far more cheese than I could have handled, and I don't know. I'm feeling a little bit guilty and ashamed right now. Hey, maybe about a game gambling will get me out of this funk.
A headlong
Okay,
too.
we're not gambling.
Okay.
We're not Greyhide. We're not gambling. Okay. The stone that we need to find the gold that's going to save Alpha's life is in the hands of Jarlaxle, and
Okay.
if we don't go get it, then Alpha's going to die in what is it, 8 months now, because of her weird geisha spell or whatever it's called. So we
Oh.
have to get the stone back, or she's going to die. So let's go get back.
Yeah,
to
but I
work.
mean, we got 8 months to figure out how to do it. I mean, that's actually
We've got 8 months.
that's a pretty cushy timeline. I think we could hammer it out in an afternoon someday. But
Well, except
okay,
for
if we
one
want to
thing.
go looking for the stone today, then I guess I'm all on board. Yes.
If we don't, Jarlaxle's going to get the gold, and then Alpha's going to die.
yes,
and we don't want that,
Alpha to
right?
die, Greyhide, you stupid idiot. Hey,
Thank you, Angelo.
watch that
Thank you.
language. I don't deserve that. You're a stupid idiot. I don't like you. We're going to get that stone right now, and we're
Oh.
going to save Alpha. I don't care about your timeline. All right. Take it easy. Okay, that's right.
Angelo and Greya, can we please just cool it down and not smack each other today?
Oh, you
Please.
shut up, you little wuss over there. I'm talking
You have to
about
take a-
Oh,
Okay,
Angelo,
listen.
that's a
He's
great.
a
You have
little,
to take
he's
a
little
drink.
fiery right now. I think it's
What a
because
man.
somebody ate his cheese, you know? It's not
Oh,
about
what
the
a man.
cheese! Oh!
He threatened me, and you say what? I don't know if I agree with that. Who's taking a drink? Oh,
I'm backing
Fitz
down.
is taking a drink, and also there's a headlong into danger at some point.
I,
But,
I'm backing down. I think he kind of kicked my ass right now. I've never seen this look in his eyes. So fighting Angelo would be like going headlong into danger for no
Wow.
reason. So let's just.
We
Let's
never
just
do
calm
that.
down.
We never headlong
Greyhide-
into danger for no reason.
this is why I
We
drink.
always have a reason, yes.
Yes.
Maybe bad timing. But in a few days' time, my father's gonna want to
Yes?
go look for my mother, and I'm gonna go with him, and I'd like you guys to join me. So I don't know about this stone thing, but if we do it, we should do it soon. But also,
So if we don't... Yes?
I just don't know. It's Jarlaxle here. I don't know what kind of game we have to get a stone back from him.
Well, we're just going to ask him very nicely for what we want, which is to give us the stone so that we can find the gold, so that then we can give it to the Red Wizard, so that he can help us kill the Red Wizard, and then we can talk about who gets the gold.
I understand,
See,
and I appreciate. It's just that we are also contracted to him to get the stone and give it to Jarlaxle. We kind of had agreed to that, so we have little justification to get it back from him unless we admit that we were never going to give it to him in the first place.
No, we were going to give him the gold. We were going to find the stone, use it to get the gold, and then give him the gold. See, he's the one who's out of line here because he got the rock from us, but we're supposed to get the rock, use it for the gold, and then give him the gold. Does that make sense?
You know, I think a round-table discussion with Mr. Jarlaxle is in order, and if we find that there was any chicanery, we can always murder him, right? Murder is always on the table when you're a paladin.
I like
No,
that
that's actually not
attitude.
right. But I think we need to go in there,
Be
act really tough with them, and just say, remind them that we are the intrepid adventurers, not he. And I think there was something untoward about all of this.
Fig did get a reroll. Thank you for reminding me. However you say your name. Puma. Yeah.
Darn.
Listen, Alpha. I would love. I would love to go.
Thank you.
And thanks, Jesse, whatever, for all those bits.
Oh wow, that's a lot of bits.
Yeah, thank you, mysterious Chisra.
There was a bit of it.
Look, Alpha, look, I know you want to go for your mother, but what if you get reunited with her and then you die? Okay, that's not okay. We're not going to give you. We're not just going to let you die from this. We're
never going to let you down.
We're going to get that. We're never going to let you down. We're going to go get that stupid rock, and we're going to find this stupid gold, and we're going to kill your red stupid wizard.
We might need...
All right, so shall we?
We might need backup and a plan. Last time...
Thanks for the gift of some...
No.
No?
This
guys?
is a diplomatic mission. Headlong into debt.
we might...
Thank you, Uncle.
We might want to consider murder Vajra here. Although I wouldn't be normally for it, but...
Did you just say we might want to consider murder of Vajra?
That's what I heard, too.
Mert? To employ
I
Mert?
heard murder Vajra.
No.
Or Vajra.
Mert or Vajra.
You see, I had this.
No, I
had
it.
this
Mert
thing
or
all the
Vajra,
time when I
right.
was a waiter in a restaurant, and I said, "Would you like soup or salad with that?" And they said, "Yeah, I'd love a soup or salad, but it's soup or salad." So you said Mert or would you like Mert or Vajra?
Wait, how does
No,
it point
and I heard
so
murder Vajra. See how this can happen? Yeah.
So did you get soup or salad in the end? Because you certainly didn't get a soup or salad.
They certainly didn't get a soup or salad. I would have to explain to them, and then we'd have a laugh and laugh and laugh, and they still left me a lousy tip. Because apart from that, I had a really lousy demeanor as a waiter. I did. It was a lot of shouting, right? So
You
they
just
didn't leave
screamed
me
at people as a waiter.
Always.
I mean, people
as
love
part of my service.
getting
Called them
screamed at
pinhead.
restaurants.
Called them jackass.
The door to the tavern
belittle
opens.
them for what they order. All of that stuff. If somebody asked for a vegan option, I would punch them in the throat.
And Mert says at the doorway,
"Oh,
now who would you punch in the throat? That's just strange."
Oh,
Mert, just the man
Mert,
we're
how you doing?
looking for. How are you doing?
Ow,
What's up?
what?
Well, you asked me to make something, and he never came and picked it up. I got two things for you.
Yes. Great. What
Yeah,
would those
so
be?
I got my thing.
well, and he pulled and he it from behind his inside his cloak, he pulls out these two little. They look like tuning forks, and he says, "Well, you just kind of this one, and as far as you can tell, they look the same. But he says this one, when you ring it, it'll vibrate and slowly make your hand go towards any kinku in the area to help you find your sister that you're talking about."
Right.
Great!
Yes. Oh, that's
I'm
fantastic,
so
man.
glad
Thank
because
you.
the timing is perfect.
We were just going
We
to go
ordered
looking
that.
for her.
The timing is. Thank you.
What about the other
Yep.
one?
That was. I looked back in the episodes, and you asked for that, and you literally found your sister right after you asked for it. That was amazing.
We have a magical rock.
I
that
think
no longer have.
we're definitely paying for this, and we got to leave him a nice tip. I think because I kind of feel bad. I'm
Just
sure he
don't
did a
scream at
wonderful
him.
job. You know what? I'm going to take the tuning forks and and can I like put them in the restaurant on a place of distinction and honor of my sister,
Well, he says, well, before you take this other one, you do the same thing. You just kind of whack it with your finger, and it'll vibrate, and it'll pull your hand within 1,000 feet towards any aboleth. Now, I don't know if it'll work for the Stone of Golorr, but you said there's an aboleth in it, so well, we read that anyways, and maybe it'll help you find the Stone of Golorr.
We actually might have some new information
yes, but
on its
that is
whereabouts.
a fantastic. No, we do not. That is a fantastic
Yeah,
idea.
we might have some
this is
actually
going to
new
be
information.
So useful. No, we do not. This is going to be so useful.
About that, we would maybe require a few people to accompany us. If you said you had people that could help us.
This is a diplomatic mission. We don't.
Not.
We're not.
Do
you want to take on Jarlaxle on his own ship? We're all going to die.
I do. I want to kill him on his and throw him overboard.
Do you all want to talk this over or something? I can wait outside, but I'll probably still listen in anyways.
Stick around. We like you.
You have a few people you said could help us when we have a bit of heftier missions. We have a lead that may or may not lead somewhere, and if it does, we might need backup. Do you have anybody you could recommend?
So, well, one second, Matt. Alpha. So, if we do this thing that I want to do and it works, but we bring other people, then they'll know that we have the rock, and then we'll get all kinds of attention. I don't think that's a good idea.
When do your plans ever work?
Wow, that is rude. I'm pretty sure my plans worked several times.
Right. I'm only asking for backup.
He seems to fiddle with something around his ear, and you see that he has like some weird device inside his ear. He's trying to fiddle, and he says, "Can you say that last bit again?"
Why don't we just, go have a chat first, and then if we need backup, we'll bring it later.
No, because we might not be alive later.
I think we will.
If you all have some plan, then why don't we just sit down and discuss it? We can do whatever we think is best.
We don't have a plan.
Oh, it sounds like someone does.
Right. Well, we're not privy to it, and I am not going into danger. Sorry, Greyhide.
You're not going ahead. Just one second. Alpha, can I talk to you over in the kitchen? Let's grab a drink. I've been really, really into this
I don't drink,
Drambuie.
but
she has a boyfriend.
I'm not.
I do. You might have met him.
Yeah,
Ooh.
no, you have a boyfriend? No.
He's also a lawyer, so just be careful what you say.
Right, yes. Yeah, he's also glaring at me as we speak. Angelo, this is a logistical thing. Can we just go to the kitchen for a second?
Fig has to make an insight check sometime soon.
All right, insight check. A Murdy boy before we head to the kitchen because he was fidgeting in his ear and I don't like it and
Oh, sure, go for it.
Just want to see if I
17.
can check.
He seemed annoyed that something he was used to wasn't working. Because he rolled a 2 on his perception.
Yes.
I have those days too.
Yep. We have those days, definitely. Okay. What's up, Fitz?
Okay. So what we have right now is anonymity. As soon as people find out that we have the Stone of Golorr, we are no longer able to just go get the gold. We'll have everybody just putting pressure on us. But I have written about 6 letters, one of which is addressed to Mert, one to Vajra, one to the Xantorum, one to the Xanathar, and one to, did I say Vajra, and one to Rainier, saying that Jarlaxle has the Stone of Golorr. So I'm going to tell that to Jarlaxle, and if I'm going to give them to someone we trust, which I don't think. I was thinking Obaya, very trustworthy. And if we don't come back tonight, then they are going to give
the old hag.
And the old hag. She's
You're gonna give
extremely attractive, and she's trustworthy. Sorry, do we trust anybody else in this?
She's not that old.
City?
40s, 50s.
And she has aged very well, might I add.
Okay.
We're getting
You think
distracted.
everyone's attractive and
I'm not trusting
trustworthy,
Mert. I'm asking
And
for
bangable.
backup.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the thing. But if we bring backup, so how
We
much
never
backup do you
wanted
think-
to be in bed with Jarlaxle in the first place, but we were.
No, we don't.
We were stuck, and so he's dangerous, and I'm not going back out there without any kind of backup.
But any backup we bring will then know that we have the rock.
We don't have the rock.
If my plan works, we will.
He's not going to give the rock back to you.
Dwayne Johnson?
He has what he wants. Hello?
I think we should start calling the rock Dwayne from now on. Listen, well, first of all,
No, I vote against that.
the aboleth's
What do you
name
think
is
is the rock?
Dwayne. So first of all, if he gives Dwayne back, we don't want anyone to know. Second of all, how much backup do you think we need to take on Jarlaxle and his band of pirates on his own ship? There isn't enough backup in the world. Yes, a lot. So do you want half of Waterdeep knowing that we're doing this?
Hey, I think instead of just bickering back and forth, I think we should take this to a vote.
There we go.
I say we could go headlong into danger. That's my vote.
Great. With or without backup is the question. Either
I'd
way, the
say,
headlong into danger thing is fine.
With or without backup. Well, I don't know. I say without backup. Let's get her done.
Enigma?
Unless you have somebody available who's willing to. I don't know. This is a dire situation. I don't know if we should. If we can get somebody immediately to join us. Like, what about that Rainier guy? He was really handsome.
You know what I think, Fitz? I think
What?
your ego is bruised because you trusted the wrong people, and now you're just acting rashly and trying to get us all into trouble.
I am
My vote's
not
for
trying
Greyhide.
to-
He's
I'm
smarter
not
than
trying
both.
to-
I agree.
Okay. I don't know that I do, but thank you. Alpha, I'm not trying to get us into trouble. I'm trying to get back the stone so you don't die. That's all I'm going for here. And if we bring someone, it has to be someone that we're okay with knowing that we have Dwayne Johnson in our possession. Because if it works, then we will have Dwayne Johnson in our possession.
We don't have Dwayne Johnson in our possession.
No,
Its
but we're
name is
going to if
Galore.
it
It has a
works.
name. It's literally Galore.
Don't
If
say
we're gonna
that too
start
loud.
calling
We'll
it Dwayne, you just yeah, it's Galore anyway.
Well, is
At
there
the first
anyone
sign of
in?
trouble, I'm out of there.
Great. Well, you just teleport on back, and the rest of us will die trying to save you. So, shall we?
Don't
There's a
pretend
mood
you're
swing.
doing. Don't pretend you're doing this for me. If this was for me, you'd care about what I want, and you don't.
I think
you have your own
I
plan
think,
because your
Alpha
ego
has
is
a
bruised
point
by
here.
your little lover, and that's
just-
the real thing that's going on here.
Emotional damage.
I just think
Hey
you're
guys,
wrong.
listen.
I just think
Listen.
you're wrong. I just don't think anyone should. What?
This is about Alpha. If she doesn't, this is her life she's talking about, and if she doesn't want to risk it at this point until later, I think we move on to something else. Is that what you're saying, Alpha? I mean, if What should we do in the meantime?
I'm saying if we go, we bring backup. But if the group votes that we just go, we'll go. But if I don't feel easy, I'm out of there. Just so you guys know.
Okay, well then I'd say there's no point in going unless we have backup. I'm changing my vote.
Fine.
But in the meantime, we could go on another adventure. What about those haunted scarecrows, huh?
The longer we wait, the higher the percentage chance that Jarlaxle just finds the gold himself, and then we don't have the gold, and then Alpha's Geesh spell happens and she dies. So
Not sure if you did a mood
trying
swinger yet.
That's what I'm trying to avoid here. Alpha, look, if you want to bring backup, that's fine. It just has to be someone who we are totally trusting of, so that afterwards, if it works and we have the stone in our possession, we're okay with them knowing, and they're not going to run off to the Lord's Alliance or Vajra or Mert or any one of the number of groups and tell them that we have the stone so that someone else steals it. Do you see why maybe I have trust issues about this? If someone comes with us and then they know we have the stone, then it's just going to get stolen again and we're back where we started. No? That's what I'm saying here.
Fascinating.
Thank you, Greyhide. Thank you.
You guys want?
I want to get it. I want to order some more food. If we're gonna sit here talking, I'm definitely gonna order like a round of nachos or something. You guys want to split some nachos with me?
I don't want to split some nachos.
You do a mood swing.
I want some nachos, and I want them now, and I want 3 kinds of cheese on it. I've got a craving for cheese. That's I just did not make a rodent-like noise, but I really do want cheese right now.
That was weird.
That was weird.
That was kind of weird, wasn't it? I just have a bit of a craving for cheese. It's a
That's
totally normal thing.
I liked it.
It's like this mood swing came over you or something. It's so weird.
Yeah, and this cheese thing is getting a little... You've brought up cheese like 6 times in the last 7 minutes. Yes. Are you pregnant? Are you...
It looked like he was just scratching for fleas, too.
No, it's just... It feels actually really good, especially behind the ear. Oh, yeah.
Enigma. It's working again!
Let's get some
Insults.
backup, is what I say. And I know Fitz is worried about the percentage increase in the chance. There's a lot of math involved that Jarlaxle might get to it first. But I think...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to
ahead,
interrupt
Enigma.
you, Greyhide, but obviously you don't give a shit about me, so I'm just going to insult you and say, you smell.
Me? Well, that's... well, I mean, I try to have the best hygiene I possibly can, but...
Work today, babe.
Well,
wow.
I'll keep that in mind. Huh. Who can figure
you
women
do
sometimes,
kind of
you know?
smell like you've got a bit of a musk today.
But he doesn't smell as bad as you do every day, Fitz.
Oh.
But still, it's
yeah, there
pretty
it is.
pungent.
Hey, Spirian. He plays in another game that I'm in. That I'm actually doing.
Yes, Baron.
Yes, Baron.
I do actually smell kind of disgusting. Huh. Well, you know.
That Enigma said it. Okay, so is there anyone who we trust to bring with us onto Jarlaxle's boat? Is there anyone
Rainier.
Yeah, well, sure, he doesn't want gold. He hates his father. Hey, Mert.
But isn't he kind of useless?
You go back into the main room.
Yeah.
You see Mert talking to Angelo, speaking about whatever and having a drink.
Oh, Angelo, could I have one of those as well? I'm just having a real day today.
But yeah, the drinks are available, and Mert goes, "Oh, what did you ask for? What do you need? You guys done talking about your predicament?"
We are, and we're just wondering what's Rainier up to this afternoon. Is he around?
Seems to be fiddling with his little ear thing again, because he rolled a terrible perception again. Rainier. Well, I don't know. I haven't checked in on him today. I can go find out if you like.
Sure. Yeah, that would be fantastic. In fact, Is there a nice tavern in the docks that near the docks that we could meet him at? We just want to ask him about something about his, his father and his father's gold and that thing that we're all doing.
I wonder if my sister would be good in a fight. What do you guys think? Well, she's more of a kinku trainer. I don't know if that would be helpful, but she is a Greyhide, which is my last name. Yeah, she is a Greyhide, so she might be good in a fight. What about your dad, Alpha? Is he good in a fight?
Probably not right now, but give him a few days.
Your father has experience hunting and tracking and dealing with the wilderness and stuff, but he's not like trained in martial combat so much.
If we, maybe not in this environment for these particular purposes.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't we wander on down to the docks, and Mert will get Rainier to meet us there, and then we'll go have a little chat. What do you think?
Sure, I can tell him to meet you there. You guys are acting mighty weird, but I suppose I can go inform. Did you want these forks?
I want them.
Anything?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I will definitely purchase. Did we pay for these already? I forget.
Well, this is in your pursuit for the Stone of Golorr, which will help us find the gold of Neverember, which properly belongs to the city, of course. So
Of course.
I'll just put them right here on the counter, and you can do whatever you want with them. They're yours, no charge.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Very kind of you, Mert.
And so thankful we didn't waste funds from the city's treasury, because tax dollars wasted is abhorrent to me, Greyhide. And, I think we can all agree with that.
We'll make great use
Yes.
of these.
Mm-hmm. Because the
Yes.
public trust is of utmost importance.
He mumbles something. Sounds kind of like taxation is theft, and then says,
What?
"Well, I'll tell you what. I'll leave you guys here, and I'll go tell Rainier, that boy, to meet you down in the dock ward." And he explains a tavern for you to go to, and it actually ends up being the one you've already been to. It's pretty much right down the main road, the last tavern right before the docks. You went there in our first episode.
Yes, I remember that.
It's the one with the anvil and the roof.
Oh, the
Not
old
the anvil.
roofy anvil roof.
Not the anvil, the anchor. Sorry, the anchor.
Oh,
and the
yeah,
roof.
the old roof and anchor pub. Yes, that's a good
Yeah.
one.
Is that where I went on that date with that halfling?
No,
Something about a boat?
that was not our first episode.
No, that was a different one. That was something like
No.
the Sunken Mermaid or something like that. I forget.
Yeah.
But
Right. Other side of the dockwood.
yes.
Well, sounds good. Let's, shall we?
All right. So you guys head straight there. Okie dokie.
I want to make a quick stop, and I explain to Enigma and Greyhide about the letters that I have as insurance, and I think I'm going to trust Obaya because she's a woman of the clergy, and she probably will not betray us and read the letters.
It's actually completely on the way. Down the main road through the docks. It's halfway there.
And I'm
Insult.
gonna say probably I'm going to maybe I should just run in with these and do this alone, so that they don't connect us with her, just in case something happens. And I cast my disguise myself so that I look like a little elderly gnome, and I hobble out of the carriage. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Don't stay in the carriage. Don't look
Your
at anyone.
disguise is ugly.
I get out of the carriage immediately. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll-
I stay in.
Who did Enigma say is ugly?
Fitz Joffrey.
Seduce next NPC.
So I walk into Obaya's premises. Hello, Obaya, are you there?
It is early in the morning still, before noon, and you see Obaya there. She's looking into the water. There's no one else here currently, and she's kind of putting her hand in the water, seems to be thinking about something with just kind of waving her hand through the water there that flows to the back of this church. And she comes back and says, You sound very familiar, but I do not recognize your appearance.
And I'm so distracted by her appearance that I don't really hear what she says, and I say, Abaya, you still look as smashing as the day I laid eyes on you. I roll to seduce you, standing in front of her as a very ugly, elderly gnome.
Roll with disadvantage.
Right. So we've got a 12 and a... a 12, 24, so I guess we take the 12.
12. I am afraid I do not recognize you. There might be some confusion. I am very confused right now.
Oh, right. Do you remember the very dashing, charming, rugged, masculine half-drow from Trollskull Manor named Fitzoffery? Do you remember that? The charming fellow? That's me. I'm in disguise.
Yes, I do remember the man you talk about, and you sound strikingly like him.
I remove my disguise, and I reveal myself to her.
Oh, deception is not the way of the holy, but I assume you have a reason for it.
A very good reason. And I take out this parcel of letters and I say, listen, there's instructions on here as who to send what letter to. And if by tomorrow morning I don't come back in to ask you not to, it will be doing Waterdeep a great service to send out these letters. Can I trust you to not read them, but to send them out if I'm not back tomorrow? Especially if I make a sizable donation to your order.
I was going to say roll persuasion, but now I'll say roll persuasion with advantage due to the donation thing.
All right.
Abaya was the one who made my amulet originally, wasn't she?
Yes.
No, she was the one who gave you information on what you could do about it, and then you went and bought it from someone else.
So 15?
15. She says, you are... This is most... not ordinary, but I will do as you ask.
Fantastic.
Because you are a friend, and because you said you'd put a donation, because it can help a lot of people.
I know, and you know, the fact that we're also trying to help people slightly differently, but you know, we're on the same glorious path, and that's why I think that you and I just have a really, really strong connection that I would love to discuss when if I make it to tomorrow morning, and I bat my eyelashes at her, and I roll to seduce one more time, and this time I've got a 22.
Yes, I think you are a case that can be worked on. I think you should come back, and we should spend some time together to get to know who you are and who you can be someday.
Well, that's a little bit of a strange statement, but I'm totally on board. Here are the letters, and I'll throw 10 gold in the pot now and 10 gold if I survive. Yes, that makes sense. And
your donation is appreciated. We will make good use of it, and I hope to see you again. I don't know what you are doing, but your persuasion roll was high enough for me not to ask, so good luck.
Thank you, Abaya. And you know, it's that sort of anonymity that we really appreciate. And I put 10 gold in her pot, and I throw my weird gnome disguise, and I go back to the carriage.
Alrighty.
Hey guys, what did I miss?
You are back at the carriage, and unless anyone has anything else they want to do here, you make the rest of your way down to the
Greyhide.
The inn, as Greyhide suffers a mood swing, and you find yourself at this inn. It's at the corner of the main road that heads to the dock, and at the corner, there is this inn that has this.
Remembering the brick of cheese from last night, I should have savored it more. I just gobbled it up and I never tasted it. It's gone forever. And it was like a 6-year-old aged cheese. It was like, I'm sorry, cheese.
Oh man,
I'm
it's the
fine now.
big cheese.
I'm fine. I'm still manly. I didn't just cry over cheese. I didn't cry over aged cheese.
Someone give this man some cheese.
Tavern maid, do you have any cheese that you serve here? Because my friend and I would. It won't be 6. Do you want to not order cheese? Because you haven't shut up
Correct.
about cheese all morning.
I don't want. It's not the same. I can't resurrect that cheese. It's gone. Get over it, Fitz. It's in the past. Let the cheese go. Sorry, that was mean.
Sure, no.
Exactly. Fitz, get over the cheese situation.
I know. He's obsessed.
Honestly, like, what's your issue, dude? Get over the fucking cheese thing.
Okay, sorry. I like cheese. It was a nice cheese. I didn't even bring up the cheese. You guys brought up the cheese.
Yeah, stop gaslighting us. Thanks. Get over it.
What is this guy's thing with cheese?
I'm sorry, no more cheese. Fine.
I know.
I don't even want any cheese anymore. God damn it. All right.
Well, you
probably
just as a reminder, you see this inn. It's basically a basic square shape inn made out of wood with this roof that seems to have this anchor in the top of the roof that has broken through, but they've built kind of a way for rain to slide off of, a system for rain to slide off of it and not build up on the roof, where this anchor is basically embedded in the roof. As you go in, you see the different round tables and very few people in here, like 2 sailors you see in here, 2 dock workers, and not sailors, dock workers. And you see over behind the bar, the familiar, somewhat obese bartender. And you see Podrick, if you remember Podrick from the very first episode, hobbling along a bit, doing something with a pail of water and taking it into the back.
I don't remember him.
He looks vaguely familiar. I don't know what he's doing with that pail of water, but he looks vaguely familiar.
The player don't remember, the character don't remember. But
probably true.
It was a long time ago.
Nice pail! What do you got in there? Water?
I remember, he was the first kid who gave us information when we were looking for, not Rainier, but his friend.
Floon.
You know,
Floon, that was the first episode. I remember him now.
He was the first, kid when we got into that tavern who had some stuff to say.
Oh, why don't we ask him to run to the carnival ships and tell the crew that we would like to make an appointment to speak with Jarlaxle this afternoon? Yes? What do you think?
We could just also go.
All right. Do you want to should we just walk over there and ask for an afternoon meeting?
I mean, we could just go meet Jarlaxle.
What if he's not available? What if he's off stealing someone else's shit out of their bag?
All right, then maybe you go ask for a meeting and we'll wait here. And if it doesn't work, we'll think of something else.
I storm out of the tavern and I march myself to the boats on the wharf.
The 2 carnival ships.
2 carnival ships, and in my anger, I click my little winged heels, and I fly up to the till I'm level with a crow's nest, and I say, "Hey, you disgusting louts! Somebody tell your captain of captains that we will seek a meeting with Jarlaxle this afternoon, and it is in his best interest not to blow us off. The yellow-bellied brigand that he is. Yes. Tell him that."
Yeah. So you head over to one of the ships, which I was trying to look up the name real quick, and I didn't get it easily, so we'll worry about that later. The Hellraiser. You head over to the Hellraiser on the right side.
I don't
And
really know
you-
what it's called either. I just know it's one of his.
You head up to the crow's nest. There's actually no one up there.
Okay, I
Um.
come down a little bit. So is it? Hello? Is there anyone on this stupid boat?
You see some of the crew.
Hello.
They look like very typical humans. A couple of them are pointing up at you and saying things as you get closer. They're saying in common with a bit of an accent. There is someone flying up above the ship. Hey, go get the captain. And you see one of them run off to the captain's quarters, who you actually met the captain in his quarters. He
I
comes
remember
out.
him. He liked to
Yep.
drink a lot. He was a friendly fellow.
Yep. Yeah, he comes out. Drow kind of unscrews. You see him when he comes out. He's screwing back on the top of a flask, and he looks up, and as you descend onto the ship, he says, "Now, what do you want again here?" Oh wait, what do you look like right now?
Myself, you know.
Okay.
Typical Fitz.
He says, "Oh, you again. What do you want?"
My friends and I would like a meeting with Jarlaxle. We have some information that it is in his best interest to receive in person. We were hoping to have his 2 o'clock slot, if you could pencil us in.
Roll a persuasion.
All right. 14.
14's enough. It wasn't that hard. He says, he kind of looks annoyed, and he gestures in the hand a bit, with his hand a bit. He does this weird gesture. And he says, Jarlaxle, Fitz is here. He demands an audience with you, and you better do it according to him. I am sorry, that's his words, not mine. And he seems to
take
wait
it.
there for a bit.
Bit of a
Seems to
paraphrase.
just kind of wait, not
Close enough.
saying anything. And then about a minute later, he says, well, apparently he's expecting you, blah, 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 whatever. Just come onto the ship later.
Splendid. I will see you in a short period of time. And I click my winged little heels, and I float back into the air and come gently down on the dock and march back into the tavern to tell the others.
He then says, as you're leaving, he says, by the way, I see you can fly. My crew will shoot you if you do that again. And then you get a D8 inspiration on something if you want.
Oh, good. Good to know. Thank you, Captain. Nice to see you.
Thanks for
Have
the
a-
11 bits.
Lovely day.
All
All right.
You head back to the tavern.
I head back to rejoin my compatriots.
While you are out, a familiar person walks into the tavern. It is, in fact, Rainier. He seems to be in his adventuring gear, which he usually actually wears most of the time, with his leather that has these studs in it, which, by the way, is not historically accurate, but it's D&D, so we don't care.
Mhm.
And he's holding has his dagger and rapier beside him with his blonde hair, and he says,
Headlong into danger?
"Oh, my friends, how interesting. Headlong into danger where?"
That's where we're going to be going, and that's my way of potentially inviting you, if you're still interested in dangerous adventures like the Rainier I remember.
Fitz, Joffrey.
Next NPC seduced. I tell you what, let's go with no to start, and then see where we are after you tell me what you're talking about.
Well, we are trying to recover a certain important magical item, and well, let's just say if you were to join us, we can, well, we can definitely pay you for your services, and if we succeed, there will be an even greater reward.
Well, money's not exactly a problem for me, and I don't care to be rich per se, though I suppose I do better than most. What is it that what is this item you're looking for, and what is this purpose?
Well, there's a certain treasure in the Undermountain that's everyone in this city wants, and this magical item will help us find it, and it is the most considerable treasure of all, if you understand me.
Oh, this must have something to do with my father. Yes, well, I suppose I can help how I can. If you tell me now that you are planning to give the money back to the city for them to distribute it, hopefully, to the people that it was embezzled from.
I believe that is
Yes.
that is
Yes, that is the purpose.
yes, that is the purpose. Alpha's our leader. I'm not privy to the ultimate goal, but if she says that's what it's for, then that's certainly what it's for.
About this time, Fitz, you walk in and you see this conversation going on. You just got the last little bit.
Oh, Rainier, it is so fantastic to see you, and may I say, you are looking even better than usual. My God, man, what sort of moisturizer do you use? Sheep's milk? Baby sheep's? What do you put on your skin? It is glowing. Glowing, I tell you.
It's very clear that it's sheep's milk. Even I can tell that. Look how radiant you look. You look beautiful, Rainier. Beautiful.
Waiting for
I also
seduce to come through.
got a 24 as
Jesus
I
Christ.
make eye contact with him.
You know... Oh, let me see something. Okay.
You rolling to
Oh.
ascertain.
If he realizes you're hitting on him. Well, no, I actually do not have a morning routine. I leave that for the nobles and their powdered noses. I could care less for my purpose in the morning. That's a strange thing to bring up.
I just really love skin. You know, the way it looks.
I like to wear people's face.
While it's on people, you know, nothing weird. So have
Words, but you know.
have they briefed you on what's happening?
Yes, they have indeed, and I assume, and he kind of looks around and says, there's a certain thing that will lead to another thing involving my father, and you want my help.
Yes.
I suppose I will help how I can, but I'm not sure what you expect of me at this point.
Well, you see, this evil pirate wants the gold for himself, but if he gets it, then Alpha's going to die because of an evil spell put on him by a red wizard. So we're going to try to use him to give us the stone to get the gold, to get to the red wizard, to then get his help to kill the red wizard, and then set Alpha free, at which point the gold will then be in the hands of the pirate, but hopefully at that point we can double-cross him as well, and you guys can come and take it. So we just need you to march onto a pirate ship with us and tell the captain to give us the rock.
I won't lie, that was a lot to take in.
Yes.
But I think I follow you. Sounds extremely dangerous. But
Probably.
as I said at the beginning, I'm only willing to do this if you plan to give the gold back, hopefully, to the people it was embezzled from.
Yep. That's where it's
Yes,
going.
well, yeah,
That's where it's
eventually.
going.
Yes.
I want anyone who was involved in trying to convince him, which I think is everybody except Enigma, to roll either persuasion or a deception based on what you think you're rolling.
That would be 24 on my end.
Oof. I've only got a 12 because I just came in at the last minute there to sort of.
Okay.
Greyhide?
What is Greyhide doing? Is he doing a persuasion or a deception for talking about giving the gold back to the people it's embezzled from?
I think I'm just going to do persuasion.
Ready?
Yeah, they're both the same. They're both, this +3 for me either way, but I'll try and be persuasive and less deceptive. And I do a terrible job nonetheless.
I'm going to use my D8 of inspiration.
Okay.
And add that to my 12. Turning my... Because, Fitz really would love to have gold go back to the people it was taken from. After they get away from Jarlaxle, after they get it away from the Red Wizard. He's on board. It's just a little bit complicated.
Okay. So, based on his role, he says that actually is enough to put it over. And he says, well, that seems noble enough. Sure, I'll go with you.
Okay, but when we're in front of the captain, don't say that we're going to give it back, because that's really not going to work. Lethal, that's not what I meant. That's not what I was trying to say about this. I just trying to, just trying to give him a compliment. Not
It puts the lotion. My goodness. Ew.
What's the lotion on its skin?
It's a baby sheep lotion, apparently.
I think you just rub the baby sheep onto your face, and the wool sort of removes any clears.
And if you rub the baby sheep enough, it releases the lotion onto your skin. Yes.
I'm okay with it being a sheep. I just don't want it to be a baby sheep. Is that weird? Use an adult sheep, Greyhide. And your farm roots. It's not weird if it's consensual.
I'm pretty
This got weird.
Got weird.
I don't feel good.
All right, so Raina's with us. The captain's expecting us. We don't need to bring up sheep ever again. Should we head out?
All right. And we will head out. We'll just assume some time goes by. And and that you head towards the Carney. Does anyone want to do anything before heading towards the Carney to prepare, or nah?
Do we pass any gambling establishments on the way? Even like
perception.
A crown and anchor table, or just anyone playing dice, any sort of action happening, cockfighting.
Let's give it a roll.
Yeah.
You actually do. While you're waiting there in this very tavern, you see a couple of, they seem to be dock workers. One of them's older, human, and the other's this dwarf who, it's hard to tell his age. He has a giant beard. It's not white yet. And they seem to be rolling dice, and they have money out on the table, like some silvers out on the table.
Gentlemen, I'd like to get in on the action. I don't have much time, so just the next roll. The next roll of the dice, I'd like to put down 50 gold if you're up for it.
Jesus Christ.
50 gold, that's a lot. I'm not gonna lie, that's quite a lot for me.
Oh, looks like we got a bunch of chickens here. Well, I don't play dice with chickens.
Roll an intimidation or persuasion, whichever one you want.
Is there a humiliation roll? No, I'll do intimidation.
That would be intimidation. +5, wow. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. Roll again. They got the same
20.
result. Yeah, and they did too.
All right. Oh, beat that one.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. They're like, the dwarf suddenly like takes off his money pouch and says, "Oh, I'm not no chicken," and he puts his money purse on the table, and the human says, "Oh, god damn it," and he seems to try to fiddle with some stuff, and he's fishes out 50 gold worth in silvers and golds.
I'm
And by the
feeling
way,
hot.
I learned yesterday what the real rules are in the DMG for gambling, so we'll do it correct this time.
Do I get any sort of bonus considering who my deity is?
You will. So,
Okay.
for gambling, you roll an intimidation, an insight, and I'm forgetting one, and a deception.
Interesting. Okay, so I'll do all three.
And
Okay.
because of your god, you actually get to invoke it once per day to give advantage on one of those rolls.
Okay, so intimidation. I'll do intimidation first. Do-do-do-do. Okay, I'm going to do advantage on my intimidation roll. Hopefully beat that one. And I do not. So so we'll go with the first one, which is a 12. Insight. And I roll poorly. And finally, deception. I'm really glad I gambled 50 gold here. Oh, that was a little bit better.
Oh, wow.
Watching
Okay.
this, like,
12, 5,
oh,
and 20. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and do theirs. Black is intimidation. Blue is insight. And... oh, crap. I have all blue dice. Why do I have that? And dark blue is deception. Why did it do that? Oh, wow. Holy crap. Okay, that was the the human. Do I have it up? Do you see what? Oh, yeah. Okay. Great. And then the other one, the dwarf. Okay.
Oof.
So, 17, 37. Wow. Complete tie with you. So, you have from the human, you actually he rolled so terribly. You actually gain double the amount you bet.
Ha!
But from the dwarf, it was
If it's
completely
a tie,
the same.
then it's a push. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I could cut my losses and take the 100 golds, but does Greyhide wish to humiliate the dwarf as well? No, I'm going to cut my losses and just leave, and I'll tip my hat to the guy and I'll say, "Until next time," and then I'll walk away with 100 gold profit and prove to everyone once and for all that gamblers are winners.
You see the human just look completely distraught, and he's kind of like fiddling with a gap in his teeth, and he says, "Oh, god damn, the wife's gonna be pissed. There goes 2 weeks."
Oh. There's a part of Greyhide that actually feels guilt at this, that I intimidated this disgusting vagrant out of his money. That serves you right for gambling money that you couldn't afford to lose. That's my last words as I leave.
You see him just storm out.
I feel good about myself, and my deity must be very proud of me right now. Right? Right, aren't you?
Just in case anyone was wondering.
Yeah.
Oh. So yeah. That happens, and you watch Greyhide basically take 2 weeks of savings from a sailor. And
really sad.
So I may smell
At least
terrible,
he,
Enigma,
left
but
him
at
with
least
skin.
I'm rich.
you head towards the carnival boats. and the boats themselves they're not in action. They're not actually running a carnival right now. The decks seem to be clean. There's a skeleton crew on top of the boat, not seeming to be too busy.
Red Baron's the bull. Wow. Very impressive.
And anyone in the chat can listen to Red Baron. He always has a story that's usually pleasantly offensive and great. So you head up onto the Hellraiser on the right side, and eventually the captain will come out of his quarters, his usual self, somewhat intoxicated, and he says, I see you're here. Are you ready?
Yes, I believe we are ready to have a little chat.
That's Rainier. What are you doing here? And Rainier just says, well, these are my friends, and they asked me to come along.
We trust him implicitly. In fact, he already has the knowledge with which we are ready to give Jarlaxle, and he doesn't care. He doesn't give two rats' asses about.
Hey!
What?
I mean, yeah. Sorry,
I'm sorry.
Sorry,
Greyhide,
I heard the word
offensive?
rats, and I got all. I got a little. It triggered
Wow.
me. It just triggered me. I have to.
I didn't even catch that.
Because why is rats triggering you, Greyhide?
In the meantime, roll a deception.
Me?
Yep.
Sure. Anyway, yes. Well, we trust him implicitly, and he doesn't give a damn about, the information that we're here to share. We've got an 11. Trust
Okay.
him.
He says, I suppose that's fine. And he kind of unscrews his flask and takes a swig and screws it back.
It's good he's drunk.
You ready to go? Any special? Here, take a look at this. And he makes like this diagram in front of you, with his finger. It's leaving like this blue glowy mark. And suddenly you feel completely jerked. You see the boat there passes before your vision. You head out backwards. Some of you completely backwards, and you feel yourself being rushed. And suddenly you kind of get your bearings. And you're in another boat.
Oh.
You've been here once before. This is the main hold of the other ship, for which I do not remember the name because I'm amazing. The Eye Catcher.
I remember the ship. The Eye Catcher.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and you see, and what you see there is two familiar faces. You see, let's put it on this. You see one of the drow with a pair of dice hanging from his neck. The one you actually did work for.
Captain Lord Fartalot. Or is it Shot?
It is Sir Fartalot.
Sir Fartalot. Oh, yes.
Dragon Shifter, thank you for following. And Sir Fartalot means something different in Drow, so don't judge. But he's there. And then you have the wizard that just teleported you, still behind you, having just cast the spell. By the way, his name is... I don't think I ever actually told you his name, right?
No.
I'll give you his name in a bit. It's also someone paid for it. But I'll give that a second. And then you see Jarlaxle there. He's wearing his tight leather pants with his hat. And he says, he sees all of you there, and he says, oh wait, here we go. And he says, "Well, hey, you're back. Welcome to the Eye Catcher. Now, I assume you're here for a specific reason. Did you find the Stone of Golorr that I asked you to look into?"
As it just so happens, Jarlaxle, a little goddess that, by the way, is the same one who showed me pictures of you being beaten as a child, showed me that you actually went and stole it from us, thanks to your dear little friend Felric, the traitorous dick.
Felric, you say? Surely you
please.
jest. You don't have it still in your possession.
Oh, we did. And he told you, and now we don't, because you have it. And I know this because a goddess literally showed me, so there's nothing you can tell me. You can lie all you want, but we know you have the rock.
Yeah,
As
you
we
got
call
the
it.
rock. Make with the rock, Buster.
Yes.
Interesting. So you found the fake one I put in your bag. You know,
Yes.
surprisingly, when emotional moments happen, you're so distracted, you don't notice certain things, certain passerbys that can do, different things, cut a hole there, replace a rock there.
Yes, Jarlaxle, you're very, very clever.
I
Congratulations.
think it was you. You did it. I just figured that out.
Of course I did it.
Enigma.
Enigma has to give someone the finger.
Yes, Greyhide, we...
I'm gonna look at Greyhide, and I'm gonna wink. And
Oh! I think that's, Anyway. Now's not the time.
Yes, well, interesting that
anyway.
is. I hope you enjoyed the potion I gave you on the way when I happened to do the exchange. So, I have
Potion.
the rock.
Yes. Well, and we feel that it is in your best interest to give it back to us.
You realize now
Greyhide.
that Greyhide will suffer a mood swing
Yes.
from someone who actually is a DM for some one-shots I play in real life. Thank you, Manny.
Thank you, Manny.
Yeah! Yeah, so make with the rock. It's in your best interest to give it to us, and it's just not fair. It's not fair that you took it.
Oh,
Nabbit!
I think fairness is more about who can get things done, and less about who deserves
Greyhide.
things.
Well, you clearly know that we are the most daring adventurers in all of Waterdeep. It's a smart thing to do to let us have it, and also, you don't want to get on our bad side either.
Yeah.
Mood swing again, but I tell you what. Let's take the realities as they are, hey? I have the rock. I have information about the vault, and it's not as easy as I was hoping. So, you help me ascertain some things I need to get to the vault, and I will give you 5%.
So, Jarlaxle, there's something...
The vampire.
So that's a terrible deal. 5%, and we have to go on another adventure.
Hang on.
This
So
is the worst.
Okay, so Jarlaxle, see, there's something that we're going to come clean to you. You see, a very dear friend of ours going to die unless we deliver Neverember's gold to a red wizard, who we would like to kill. So how about instead of risking your treacherous pirates that you need for your war that you want to wage against the Underdark, you just let us find the gold for you. We will tell you when we are delivering it to the Red Wizard, and then you can help us kill the Red Wizard, and then you get the gold, and our friend doesn't die, and everybody's happy. Doesn't that make more sense? Also, if you do not give us the stone, and we are not back by sundown, I have a very trusted friend who is going to send about 6 different letters to about 6 different city officials, members of the Xanathar and the Zentaurum, each telling them exactly who has the stone and exactly what your plans are for the gold. So why don't we work together? And you help us kill a Red Wizard, and then you get the gold afterwards. And we'll take 5% as a finder's fee, but really all we want is to not have our friend die.
You will get everything you want. The only thing is, we'll ask for your help in killing this Red Wizard. Then you get the treasure. We get our 5%, and everything is fine. Can we agree to work together?
Roll a persuasion for Greyhide and intimidation for Fitz.
And while I say all this, I'm going to pull the little. Tell me if this gives me advantage. I'm going to pull the little string with the last fireball out of my pocket and just sort of wave it around and say, because, I would hate to set fire to such a pretty, pretty boat on our way out. Does that give me advantage?
He sees you swinging that around and just kind of smiles. Not really. Doesn't seem scared of it at all.
He probably thinks you're kind of cool, actually.
I mean, I'm trying to do it I'm trying to look cool.
But Turtle Power
cool.
did give
I think you
Fitz
look cool.
inspiration.
I'm going to use it on my intimidation. Immediately. And that brings me from a 16 to a 21.
So you want me, Jarlaxle, the leader of the Lushkin Empire to the north, the man who led an army, multiple armies, to fight against the Drow matriarchy.
Hey, thank you, Yagath.
Thank you.
To help you save a friend.
That's correct. I mean, Jarlaxle,
what do I get out of this exactly?
You get to have us do all the dirty work of finding the gold so that you don't have to risk your precious manpower that you need for your battle against the Underdark. And we do it all for you. And also, then you don't have the Xanathar Zentaurum, Vajra, Mert, and the Lord's Alliance coming down looking for the stone and running you out of town and spoiling your plans. So that's probably also helpful.
So, this Red Wizard.
Enigma.
Insult someone. This Red Wizard. Do you speak of the man who is impersonating Manchun?
The word goes, what if you had a powerful ally instead for your fight in the Underdark?
And who would this powerful ally be? Surely they're not standing in front of me.
No.
Ouch.
The Red Wizard we speak of.
But I thought this Red Wizard needed to die.
I thought so too. I'm a little confused as well.
Maybe your interests could be aligned.
The Red Wizard wants the gold. I suppose you did say that.
But he could fund, with a business deal, he could fund your army. And he could offer power, additional power to what you already have. And he is quite powerful.
I don't know if we should be brokering an alliance between Jarlaxle and the Izzard Way.
There's only one
Interesting.
person who can create that connection.
Roll persuasion.
There we go. 20.
An alliance between Manchun, who is trying to take over the Zentarum, and myself. And you think you can convince him to... First of all, how did you know I was going to the Underdark?
Little goddess told me, you know, she's very useful.
Also.
What did Fig say?
I think he just mentioned it. He made it allusion to it.
No. I said it first. But you know, I don't.
Oh well.
Right.
I wasn't saying I was going to go attack the Underdark. I was saying that I did raise an army, and that it did not succeed in the past.
I think
goddess.
that you should have mutually aligned interests.
Yes.
And in exchange for creating that connection, our friend may not die. But the only person who has that connection is in this group right now. You do not have access.
You know what? I prefer to leave it all to chance. And he turns to Sir Farts-a-lot and says,
I don't think you do.
Sir Farts-a-lot, how about you roll a dice? Even we kill them. All of them. Even the son of Neverember. I'm sure I could figure out something to do with his corpse. Perhaps even put it to use. Odd. We hire them to kill the Red Wizard and get rid of that nuisance.
Jarlaxle, you're attempting to turn the tables, but you're forgetting that if we do not come back alive with the Stone of Golorr tonight, everybody in Waterdeep is going to be knocking at your door for the Stone of Golorr and making it very, very difficult for you to wage your little war, because they will know all about it. Thanks to the information that a goddess gave me that I'm going to give all of them. So unless you would like your life to be very, very difficult in the next 6 months, I say you just play ball with us.
Fitz, my boy, you know we have birds everywhere. Let me enlighten you. And he takes his hat for a second, and he looks just like you. You know, I can appear like many people. It's just a matter of figuring out who you gave that instruction to, and I'm sure I could figure that out.
You would have a very, very short time in which to do so. So best of luck.
I'm sorry. I feel a little disgusting, and he puts himself back to his normal form.
That's very rude, you know? I'm probably more genetically similar to you than anybody else in this room. It's very rude of you.
And yet you're still
Quite
not.
rude.
Well,
I still say we leave it to the roll. What did Enigma say?
I was gonna say a really lame insult because somebody said Enigma insult someone, but I'm gonna save it because it was
Okay. All right, Sir Farts-a-lot, go ahead and roll it. And Sir Farts-a-lot fiddles into his cloak.
Can I can I influence this dice roll in any way or I've already used my one goddess trick?
You could if you didn't already use it.
Okay.
no.
So I'm just going to take my axe and try and behead him before he rolls it.
Which one? The Sir Farts-a-lot?
I don't know. I'm thinking this is instead of leaving this to chance, when they roll, I want to try and use it as an opportunity to strike first, because headlong to danger and shit. So
Well, good thing I get a reroll to start it out from lethal.
Oh wow.
Okay. So did you decide?
I think so, yeah, because you're gonna get a reroll anyway, and it's gonna roll to kill us. So I think we have to take the advantage we have. This is not going to look good, but
Tell me exactly.
So who do we have in the room? We got Jarlaxle, we got Sir Farts-a-Lot, right?
Yes, and then you have one other, which I have not told you his name, but his name is Lurky the Awkward.
Makes sense.
What does Greyhide get? Do you get some goodies?
Inspiration.
Yay. I'm going to go straight for Jarlaxle. And I'm going to try and summon all of I'm going to try and summon from him, because this is a great injustice what has happened to us. He has stolen the Stone of Golorr. He's going to use it to raise an army, and he's going back on his deal with us and trying to use the laws of chance and might try to destroy us. So I hope I can get something out of this, out of Azure Edge from this.
But when I said tell me exactly what you're going to do, I meant to say it as tell me exactly when you're going to do it, because he's going to pull out the dice and roll it, and it's going to clack on the ground. When do you plan to do it in this whole process?
I will say after the dice are thrown, and pretty much the second it hits the second before it hits the ground, I'm going to strike. So everyone's attention is there.
Okay, that's what I want to know. Okay, cool.
Just before that happens, and Fitz just bursts out with an internal monologue, and he says, "Jarlaxle, you always push people away, and I get it that you have maternal issues, and so do I, but let me tell you something. If you work with us instead of against us, it's just going to be so much easier. Maybe I'll help you with the underdog. And instead you're pushing us away just like you do with everyone else because of your mother. Well, get over yourself, baby."
But this way is so much more amusing. And he says, "Sir Farts-a-Lot, do it." And Sir Farts-a-Lot, he pulls out this dice. Jarlaxle turns away. Sir Farts-a-Lot kind of looks at you, seems to take a gauge of you. And he pulls out the dice. And he does this little finger motion over it. Anyone can roll a knowledge arcana if they want. They want to try to figure out what the hell he just did.
Oh, he might actually be trying to help us. Let me just see. My Arcana is +0. Should
8. No idea.
8.
I'll do an Arcana roll anyway. Let's see.
Can I just passively detect
4.
magic on what he's doing?
You can't passively. You can cast a spell, and it'll be seen as you're casting a spell unless you want to try to do it stealthily.
No, I don't want to I just want to detect.
No. I'm saying casting Detect Magic still takes the whole motion of saying something under your breath and doing some motions to cast it, even though it's innate. So you can do that. You can try to stealth so that they don't see that you're casting the spell, but they would get a chance of seeing that you're casting a spell.
I think Farts-a-Lot is trying to help us in Overgel. I trust Farts-a-Lot. Maybe I'm too trusting. So I'm not going to fuck with his game. I'm going to let him do... I'm casting Insight on Farts-a-Lot.
Okay, go ahead. Everybody else, he's casting a spell. You have no idea what. And he seems to be... he casts something, and then he rolls the dice on the ground.
Headlong into danger!
It smells like fucking cheese in here.
That's not my fault.
I scream headlong into danger. And I don't know if the spell is to help us or to hurt us, so I'm not going to attack him, but I am going to attack Jarlaxle.
Interesting. Okay. You attack Jarlaxle. Immediately go out. Jarlaxle... Let me see what he rolls here. No, Jarlaxle has... You don't see that, but it's a 4. Jarlaxle has no idea what's about to happen. You catch him completely off guard, which means you get advantage and the first hit. This battle is going to take a long time.
I've never gone on this stupid idea and leave Anvilo behind. This is dumb.
It's a good thing you left your bear behind.
So I got with advantage, I roll a 16. I wonder if I should use an inspiration. I'll use an inspiration on that hit.
I'm going to change the music and we'll do the first couple of rounds of this battle, but this is gonna have to go into next week because you all
Okay.
just messed with Jarlaxle, and I'm just saying, this is gonna be fun.
Oh.
I think we should have let him roll first, and then maybe messed with Jarlaxle.
Can I
don't
change
know.
my mind?
I think maybe we shouldn't have come on this
Nope.
stupid mission at all.
I mean, we're trying to save you, Alpha. You know, I thought he would have been a little easier to convince. He's just so cocky. You know, it's hard.
But
to,
he
it's hard to
threatened
get
our
him to do anything.
lives. He absolutely
Wow.
threatened our lives with this.
Also,
thing.
guys, this might be a
course he
bad time
threatened
to
us.
tell you I might not be under a geesh spell anymore.
Are you?
Yeah, this is
are you-
a terrible time to tell us.
Oh my. Well, that's great.
Can I? Am I
No,
still
that's
in
fine.
mid-axe swing? Am I like this now, or can I like? Can I
You
say,
are
"What?"
engaged, committed, and completely missed. He was surprised, but he just kind of, you see him do like a little swivel. I would do it if I
even
wasn't
did
connected to a cord.
I did an inspiration and I added 7 to the roll.
7 to 16,
Yes,
which comes to 13?
23.
23, I mean. It's close. And he swivels out of the way, and you get just a bit of cloth on the side, and that's it. As you come down with a 23 to hit.
Okay.
Nice one.
Well
Graham.
then, if I have any time left on my turn, is like, damn you! You will not decide our fates at the roll of the dice, you vagabond!
As you see the dice, it's a 6-sided dice, lands on an odd number.
Okay.
Oh, so
Well-
we're gonna die anyway. Great.
No, odd was you kill the red wizard for him.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay,
well, this is embarrassing.
Well, hey, Jarlaxle, so this all just happened, but nobody's hurt, and
Roll initiative.
we've rolled odd. Can we just go back to killing the red wizard for you? Can we just do that?
You can try to convince him on your turn, but roll initiative.
Oh
Here
god.
we go.
Well, you know, it's been fun.
It has, hasn't it?
It has. It's been lovely.
Also, Archangel gave someone a reroll.
Woohoo!
Thank you,
And
Archangel.
Greyhide got inspiration. Thank you,
good.
Spirian.
Well-
I hit him with a 23, and I got a piece of his cloth.
Yep.
So
He spun out of the way,
Yeah.
and he made it look good.
and yeah, he had his back turned to us. So this guy is tough.
I feel like his
Yeah.
AC is pretty high.
Sorry.
I feel like he's very, very hard to hit.
Okay. So that is a oh, interesting. Okay. Then they got, okay. What did everybody else get? Let's see. Greyhide got a 6. Very interesting.
He was tired after his first attack, you know.
Fitz got a 17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't line things up. And Fig got a 21. Very interesting. So,
And Rainier. What does Rainier get?
oh yeah, good point. Good point.
We brought the
Oh.
son of Mert. The son
Rainier
of
got
never
a
ever.
7.
Right, he's not really into this,
Oh.
is he? He doesn't really.
So the red wizard's not trying to kill you anymore. Is that what you're saying?
That's what she
Is that
said
what
at the very
you're
beginning of the
saying now,
battle.
Alpha? Yeah.
You know, if you had said
You know,
this
we're all
about
gonna.
2 hours
But
ago,
Jarlaxle's gonna kill us all now, you know. And
I mean, I'm not the one who swung at him on an axe, and I'm not sure about the spell thing. I'm getting a feeling more as we go along that I might be okay.
yeah.
Well, that's great.
You're gonna be
I-
okay. I feel
Yep.
good now.
And I kind of but I'm like, see, like I showed them like I'm not wearing the amulet.
Yeah,
Can
that's
he-
good to know now.
And you hear Jarlaxle say, "This is too much fun," as he passes his cloak, kind of flies over his front, and you see him disappear completely.
Jarlaxle disappeared?
Jarlaxle
Oh, good. We're in the
disappeared.
clear. Probably not.
Well-
Yep. Okay. And sorry, he put the hood up and disappeared.
Oh, he's got one of those invisibility cloaks. I love those. That's so neat. I had one of those. That's really neat.
You guys
Um,
can all pretend that you don't know me or say that this was just Greyhide. You know, distance yourself from me. I'll take it on the chin and I'll.
Well, it is Fig. It's turn.
Do you know,
So
Fig, if
who's
you shoot
left?
your
There are next to you, actually, within melee distance, is God, what was his name? Lurk the Awkward. And then you have Sir Fartsalot about 10 feet away. I forgot to mention one little thing. As you first met Jarlaxle, you had like this very strong perfume, and you can almost tell that it was masking kind of a stench about him as well.
a stench.
But
He has a strong perfume.
Thank you, Arkian.
he seemed to have some strong cologne or perfume or something that was trying to mask a stench that's about him if you're within 10 feet of him.
So do we smell it now?
You smelled it throughout the whole thing, but it's
I mean, after he disappeared,
not
do we
affecting
still
you in
smell
any
it?
way or anything. Go ahead.
No, I mean, after he disappeared, do we still smell it?
Oh, yes, you do. Go ahead and roll everybody can roll a perception if they want.
Ooh.
Nope. That would be natural
Oh,
one.
wow.
I mean, I've got an 8, but I don't think that's enough.
Wonderful 11.
Enigma, you're able to track the smell, weirdly enough. Oh, Enigma, roll initiative. Did you roll initiative yet? Go ahead and roll an
Sounds off,
initiative.
Enigma.
Sorry, no, I haven't. I was muted.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll initiative. And you're able to track him through his smell, actually.
Amazing.
And you see he is behind Greyhide. But no one else knows that except you. But Fig, what is Fig gonna do?
We're on a boat.
You're on a
We're on a
boat.
How
Yep.
close am I to the edge?
Let me give a little roll for it, see how bad it is. Not bad. You're about 10 feet away from the edge of the boat. In the hull.
Enough to run and jump into the water?
Oh no, you're in the hold. You're not on top of the ship. You'd have to run up some stairs and then
Oh.
jump.
In the hole.
That being said,
Okay.
really, you're just gonna leave us, eh? You're just gonna run off. Wow.
I
You do have a cloak
believe-
that does the same.
Yeah, but it only take me so far.
Wow.
What is there a close like rowboat?
Fig.
You have to talk about Angelo.
I don't know, you guys, like Angelo is gonna be worried about me, and I'm really not feeling this. Is Rainier near me?
Rainier is he would be within 10 feet of you. He's 10 feet away right now. He happened to be on the opposite side of the teleportation that they did.
So not that close.
No.
Okay.
What is Fig gonna do? Or Alpha, I suppose, right now.
You know,
You can also
gonna
delay
try-
your action till
Yeah,
later
I'm
if you
gonna-
wanted to.
I'm gonna try something. Fig's going
Okay.
to. Is there like a bench or something nearby?
Yeah, there a couple of places around. There's basically on the other side of Jarlaxle behind him. There's actually a bench next to a door. There's also behind you, about 20 feet away. There's a bench against the wall.
So I'll go behind the one where behind Jarlaxle is where I don't know that he's
Where he
there.
was. It's where he was, rather, I should say.
And I'm just gonna walk over and quietly sit down and say, I never agreed to any of this.
Interesting. Okay. That's what you do.
Yep.
Roll a persuasion or deception, your choice.
We are going to go with...
And when I say your choice, I mean it depends on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to deceive them, roll deception. If you're trying to convince them that yes, you're really not part of it.
I am like not part of this.
Okay.
Not lucky today.
That's a 1.
That's a 1.
Oh, wow.
Roll again. See if you confirm that failure.
Oh, wow.
That would be a 24.
You don't confirm it, but yeah. Okay, interesting. Good to know. I'll roll one more time real quick. Okay. Okay, that's Fig. Fitz. What is Fitz going to do in this situation?
So Fitz is going to prepare to throw the little ball, and he's going to say, Jarlaxle, if you don't stop this madness and just let us kill your stupid red wizard, I'm going to burn a hole in your ship that it's going to take you 3 years to fix if you don't sink. And I know you like your ship. All you boat-loving jack-offs are all the same. And then I cast Fairy Fire to try to see if I can splash some light on him and counter his invisibility bullshit.
Fitz, you got a perception 8. You are not sure where he is. Go ahead and roll a d20, and if you get over 15, you're able to get him with it.
Okay. Come on. No, it was 12.
Oh, it's close. You cast Fairy Fire to the side of Greyhide, hoping that he went in that direction, but nothing really shows up there. Let me see one more thing. You do, however, get Lurk the Awkward with it as well. And he's going to go ahead and roll his dexterity. But he's able to dash out of the way before it hits him, unfortunately for you.
Well, that was useless.
But you do make your intimidation?
Persuasion. Intimidation.
That was very much intimidation.
Alright, fine. Intimidation. Come on, I'm gonna throw something at your boat. No. Not really intimidating. He doesn't give a shit about his boat. He's got a fire hydrant or something.
You do have, I think, one blah, 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 blah. You have, you've gotten 2 inspirations. I think you already used those, right?
I think so.
And then you had where is the wererat? Sorry, just reading things. Okay, good to know. Let's see. Okay. Next is Enigma. What is Enigma gonna do?
Could use more rerolls.
I could set it up, but it'd be too late by the time I finish setting it up. So if you imagine your party was somewhat together, and there was one of the mage captains was behind you. One of the mage captains was in front of you and to the left, and you can smell Jarlaxle is behind Greyhide.
Okay.
Which is 5 feet away. It's really close to you.
Okay, perfect. So, without even hiding or anything, can I just try to shoot him with my short bow?
You can, but he would get you would have disadvantage because he is invisible still.
Okay. If I hide, is that helpful?
Yeah. If you hide, then you would get advantage, but he gives you disadvantage because he's invisible, so it'd just be a straight roll.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna try to hide first, closest to him.
All right. Roll that stealth.
Yay.
But if you're gonna yell something, If you're going to yell something about Greyhide having Jarlaxle behind him, it's probably good to do that before you hide. I don't know. If you're not going to yell, it's fine.
You gonna keep it to yourself that he's behind Greyhide, or is Enigma gonna say something?
Also, do I have to? Oh God, seduce.
Okay, yeah, I probably should tell the others. I'm gonna say, guys, Jarlaxle's behind Greyhide.
Alrighty. So you rolled a 10.
Oh.
That is really bad for Enigma. Okay. Go ahead and roll your attack. And you'd have to roll again because you have disadvantage because he did see you.
Oh.
Unfortunately, neither of those would hit him anyways. So, you have a inspiration. If you wanted to try to use it, I would suggest. I'll tell you right now, you'd have to roll an 8 for it to actually hit him on a D8 inspiration. If you want to try to use it now, or you could keep it for later.
I'm just gonna use it now. Thank you.
Okay, go ahead and roll a D8. You remember how to do that? The bottom left of your character should be. Yeah.
Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay.
You know, Greyhide, I really wish you would have waited to throw the axe until after we saw the dice.
He didn't throw the axe. Well,
slice the axe, whatever. You know, attack.
Yeah, you fire your short bow, and and you guys see it go behind Greyhide. You're on mute. Sorry, Greyhide. You see it fire behind Greyhide. Enigma saying that he's behind Greyhide and obviously trying to shoot something behind Greyhide. And you have another D8 inspiration for later, Enigma.
Damn. Thank you.
Then it is Rainier.
Oh yeah.
Rainier will go and look very confused and attack the Sir Farts-a-lot.
Yes!
No!
Good job, Rainier. Do it!
Oh, I feel bad. We're gonna murder Sir Farts-a-lot.
I mean, Sir Farts-a-lot
oh no,
seems to
sorry,
be
he wouldn't do that. He would attack Lurk, the awkward, because it's right next to him.
Good, because Sir Farts-a-lot seems to kind of be on our team. So maybe we can leverage that.
He does 3 attacks.
Rainier does 3 attacks.
Yeah, and he tries to poke twice with his rapier. One of them missing Sir Farts-a-lot, and then comes out with a dagger from the other side and stabs him in the side. I'm sorry, Lurk. Lurk the awkward, not Sir Farts-a-lot.
Right.
These NPC names.
Greyhide.
9. Headlong into danger. 2.
Save that for my turn.
10. And believe it or not, the mages. The mages got really low on their initiative, so actually Greyhide goes before the mages.
Amazing.
Huh. Does Rainier hit Lurky the awkward?
He does hit Lurk the awkward twice. You see him stab his rapier right into the side of the gut, not doing a mortal wound, and then pulls it out with blood on his rapier, and then comes in with a dagger from the side and stabs, and doing a minor wound on the side.
Well, I think I'm going to go for Lurk as well because he's visible.
Okay.
We're so screwed. How are we gonna fight Jarlaxle? I'm just thinking, is there anything we can do other than fight at this point? Do I see anything around me that might be an option for escape?
Behind you is about 10 feet behind you, more like 15 feet behind you, is stairs that leads up to the deck of the ship.
Drink that seduce juice.
I need to turn that volume down. But yes, Fitz has to take a shot. He needs it.
He does. Just pulls it out of his bag and.
The only thing that's obvious is the stairs that you can see. There's also you don't even see stairs down anywhere.
Okay.
I take that back.
Roll the vampires. Joffrey.
Enigma take a shot and Fitz seduce the next NPC, but roll perception for Greyhide. Or no, what's Greyhide's passive perception? It's pretty okay.
+1.
Okay, so 11. With 11, you would notice there are, and I should have mentioned this to Fig too, but you would see like a square cut out on the side of the ship, and you know that these are like cannon flaps, if there were cannons in here, that you could actually push open. You're not sure you could fit through it. It would be rough, but you may be able to fit through it if you try real hard.
Greyhide or Fig?
Fig could easily fit through it. Greyhide, it would be rough.
But I'm pretty positive that a slightly smaller, maybe rat-like version of Greyhide could jump through it.
You are pretty positive, indeed.
About to get interesting.
Okay, I am going to turn into a rat. And can I just do that? I have no idea if I can do it at will, but I'm going to try and use my mental energy to turn into a rat. And then use that, and then just try and, with all of my might, try and burst through that that flap. Or maybe so is it hinged? Would I pull it inward, or can I do I think I can be able to jump through it? I don't know.
You would have to push it
That's
open.
great.
It doesn't look like it's hinged right now. There is an actual lock on it, but it's not locked. So you're focusing on becoming a rat.
I'm thinking of becoming a rat, which might take a turn. So would I be? Actually, I don't know anything about it. So I think I'm just going to try turning into a rat first with all of my might, and then once I'm in that stage, I'll see what happens there and see if I have any movement left.
You're gonna absolutely hate this, and I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But you see Greyhide fur starts to come out, and you think at first he's turning into a wererat form, but he gets smaller and smaller, and you see your armor is not shifting with you. Your body's becoming small inside your armor, and your pants. And your pants fall down. The armor just kind of tink tink on the ground. Your sword, your axe falls to your side. Your backpack falls backwards, and you see about a rat, about this big, on the ground. A giant rat.
Oh my
Great.
god! How long have you
Can
been
I talk?
like this?
No. Well, you can try.
I'm gonna say,
What?
I've been bewitched, and that was the only reason I attacked you. Some sort of magical force has caused me to attack. Everyone stop!
You all hear.
I cast speak to animals so I can understand them.
Sure. We'll say that you had that going, and yeah, you're the only one who understands him.
Greyhide?
I am going. If I have movement around, I'm going to scurry around in a circle repeatedly.
Mood swing.
Headlong into danger in rat squeaky squeaks.
I'm talking to Greyhide in rat form right now.
Hey.
You know what's good for you? I would just come sit right by me.
I'm gonna go scurry next to the bench and just sit, calmly, just to show how harmless I am. I'm gonna go sit beside Alpha, and I'll be really snuggly too. I'll snuggle up.
And meanwhile, Enigma needs to insult someone.
Oh my god!
I'm like I'm just like petting Greyhide's head right now.
Right.
What is happening?
You told me, Fitz, that this was good shit. What the fuck did you give me? Because I'm tripping out right now.
I think we're all seeing the same thing. I
What
don't.
did you give me?
Roll a persuasion as Greyhide, as rat.
This is gonna work, guys. This rat thing is gonna work.
I don't know. What
I'm gonna
you
use
said.
lucky. I'm gonna use one of my luckies to do a higher persuasion.
You also have an inspiration.
Do I have to translate this persuasion?
You can't really translate on your turn, not your turn, but that's a
I get a
17.
17. It's good.
You gonna keep it there, or are you gonna use inspiration?
I'll keep it there.
All right. Let's see what they roll.
Where the fuck is Greyhide?
You suddenly hear from where you were. You hear someone just burst into laughter, like,
Rat.
what the hell is this? And start laughing.
Okay. Well, that's...
And suddenly Jarlaxle suddenly becomes appears again, and he says, "Oh my God, I've never seen someone so scared in their life that they became a rat and scurried away.
Enigma.
Did you just go to your mother over there?"
I am going to, I'll put on a show, a bit of a show, and just do one of these. You got me, Jarlaxle. You got me, you know.
That's hilarious.
Is anyone else gonna do something?
I'm gonna give Fitz the finger.
Yes.
Appropriate.
I'm just gonna go down to my knees and say, "What the fuck?"
What's going on?
I'm trying to say.
Oh my God, I want you to know that I am going to kill you outright on the streets. I'm gonna get away with it. It's gonna be hilarious. And no one's gonna care. Because I'm gonna clean it up, and no one will know you're gone, and you will all be dead. Unless you kill the Red Wizard within a week's time. I will be watching. Your friend, Fitz, will be watching. And if you don't, I will find you at Troll Skull. I will find you in the sewer, talking to, I think it's your sister?
Hey! I mean, Squeak!
Yeah, you're... I will find you with your father. I will find you anywhere. And then I'll go kill your vampire friend, Enigma. Just because. If you do not kill the Red Wizard in 1 week. And I'm giving you this chance only because that was possibly the funniest thing I've seen in the last year. Now be gone. Lurk. Teleport him away.
I'll turn back. I want to make sure he's going to teleport him. Teleport my armor and everything too.
He'll actually let you get back to your armor.
I'll just get back in the armor. I'll be completely nude for a second and just scamper my clothing back on.
You are completely nude, and you grab all your armor and your stuff.
The return of the paladin speedo.
There's not even a speedo; it's just nude.
Right,
you see a little
nothing
speedo like laying on the pile.
I thought you'd like that, Jarlaxle. I thought you'd like that. You're not such a bad guy, except for the part about.
And before you can even finish it, Lurk does the thing in the air, and you feel yourself yanked out. You expect to go back to the Heartseeker, but instead you're immediately yanked out above the ocean, about 30 feet away from the shore, and all of you fall right into the ocean, unless you do anything about it. And you see Lurk starts to fall, but he casts something real quickly. And you see him float down a bit, and then he casts another thing and he flies away. And you guys sploosh right into the ocean. Your armor and your belongings are falling about 20 feet down into the water. Roll athletics if you want to try to get it all real quick.
I want to go after my pack.
Everybody, you had your pack on you, so you should be fine.
On my backpack? Okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 17 athletics.
It's good enough. You're able to realize what's going on and quickly grab it all for the most part, put it on top of your pack or whatever, and then kind of swim to shore.
Guys.
What do I need to roll to activate my flying shoes and just fly to the shore?
Nothing. You just wouldn't even fall in the water. Click your heels, boop, and you kind of stop in the air.
Is anyone near me? Can I grab
so-
someone and like try to float them so they don't, just instinct?
Roll a dex check.
And while I do this, my internal monologue comes out, and I say, "Fucking Felric and fucking Jarlaxle, and they kill my best friend, and then they almost kill us. And at some point, I am going to find that guy, and I am going to make him eat his words, and I'm going to shove his ponytail right up his rectum. That absolute cad." I mean, Miniag, you're correct. Also, 18. Do I grab Enigma or Alpha and sort of drag them flying to shore?
18. The closest one to you is actually Greyhide. You're able to grab a lot. You go for Greyhide and you end up just grabbing like his armor as it kind of the main part of his armor, and it makes Greyhide's life just a lot easier.
Woo!
All right, great.
Thanks, buddy.
Drag him back. Why did you throw the axe? He rolled a 5.
Listen.
He what?
A lot of us fucked up today. There was a lot of bad decisions today. No, Alpha could have told us about the situation. We were in a rough spot, and if we're just going to start attacking one another, I think that's there's been too much infighting. We need to get together as a team and get on the same page. Yes, I got us into trouble with a bad decision to attack him, but I also got us out of it with a whimsical stunt that I've only used once. I have a spell that I was able to use one time in my life that could turn me into a wererat, and I can never use this ability again, and I used it correctly to save all of us. So let's just see it as good fortune and headlong into further adventure, because that is the true treasure.
Do you know what, Greyhide? You're right. You saved us by turning into a rat. Are you sure you can't do that again? Because that might be really
talk about
Why
that?
are you always so suspicious? I'm
saying it's useful.
into your bizarre lifestyle choices and constantly seduce. I don't probe into that. So of course this is only something I can do one time. Why wouldn't it be?
Rainier says, "So did that go as planned? I'm a little confused at this whole situation, to be honest. That seemed like I almost died."
Maybe not as planned, but probably as expected.
I mean,
no, it went sideways, but
mood swing.
But I was banking a lot. I just didn't want to lose my best friends on the roll of a dice. I will gamble over things like trinkets and gold, but for them to gamble with our lives, I just wasn't going to allow that happening. And for you to hold that against me, I find that like a dagger into my rat heart. I mean, the one-time rat heart. I mean, it'll never be a rat again, right? It's a normal heart, a normal paladin heart.
Right.
I have to say, I actually agree. You don't leave things to chance if you can do something about it. Though,
correct.
Hacking Jarlaxle, he was a bit tougher than I thought.
Yeah, well, I think there's no chance attacking Jarlaxle is certain death, as we
I think if we help my father find my mother, it probably will lead us to the Red Wizard somehow.
Let's do that. Let's kill the Red Wizard, because he sounds like he's going to be a wimp compared to Jarlaxle. I'm scared.
We need to kill the Red Wizard anyway, so,
Well, I don't know if we'll kill him, but
we'll skin him and gut him alive, and then throw him in the backyard of our tavern, like we do with all corpses we murder.
Put him in the cellar.
Allegedly.
Well, the good news is, we can. You have a week to think about which direction you want to go, because it is 10 p.m. and we should probably end it here.
Wow. We almost got really screwed.
I have to say that did not go as I thought it would, but that's okay.
Oh, really? I'm curious. Well, yeah. But you were probably expecting us to accept the roll of the dice, and I just think Greyhide.
I did not know that Greyhide would turn into an actual.
I did not expect that.
No,
neither did I.
That was very funny.
But wow, and then your your persuasion roll on that was just
A rat.
amazing.
I was very lucky. Dish.
Oh.
But
wow.
next time I should have had the battle set up, but the problem with the battle is that there's this this thingamajig there that's kind of in the way. So
Big monster.
Dragon just
a big
sitting on the
monster.
ship.
yeah.
Man,
We would have been so
Jarlaxle-
dead. Tune
You
in
know-
next week when we all create new characters. That's what it would have been.
Yeah, if you're gonna fight Jarlaxle, I suggest having powerful allies and
Oh,
not with
backup?
two of his captains.
Backup. Oh, interesting. What an idea. Backup. Wish
Yeah,
I thought of it.
I really thought convincing him would go a lot better. I mean, hey,
You
okay,
actually
you're right.
did
Backup
convince
would've
him.
been great.
Pretty well. You actually did convince him pretty well, to be honest. But
Not as much
the-
as
Why do you still
Ratman.
wanna roll the
Ratman
dice
sealed the
as well?
deal.
the fact that because
Batman's
he just
still
wants
the
to have fun, because he thinks he can do it himself still. But Sir Farts-a-Lot, because you did that mission for him, was willing to actually make it work for you, which is why he did that.
I know.
Aw,
It's too late at
so
that point. I'd
Farts-a-Lot.
already committed.
Oh,
I don't know if we can
Hey, you know-
part a lot.
This is Gabe. He at the end of our Waterdeep, who was riding on a dragon attacking people. So
wow.
he found some allies.
Galvex.
Galvix. Yeah, dang.
Yeah.
Okay,
His
let's,
character's name is Galvin.
All right, guys. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I guess we
let's end it here. So thank you everybody for joining,
Oh,
and we will
outro.
see you next time. Outro.
Hmm?